Hello my dear children, this is class 10. We have already completed the details of the chapter chemical reactions and allocations part wise. Now today I am going to start the MCQ of this chapter. So what you will do, you go on writing and explanation along with each and every question. After that I will upload the questions as well as this video on YouTube. Kindly like and share my channel if you will like it. Now let us start the first question related with this chapter, that is chemical reactions and allocations. These questions are very important. I have selected very important question for you. I am taking one question. I will explain each and every question. You open your notebook, start writing along with me. I will upload all these questions that we will discuss today. The first question is, write down reaction is there. Question number 1, iodine plus, it is given, reaction is given. I will take only MCQ. Plus 10 HNO3 arrow 2 iodic acid plus NO2 and water. The reaction is given and the question asked is, the question is, in this reaction iodine is oxidized, A part oxidized, B part reduced, C part neither oxidized nor reduced, D part neutralized. So I will explain all the questions. You please write all explanation with me. Now first is oxidation, reduction. Do you know, I shared with you what is oxidation. Oxidation is the addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen. Reduction is the addition of hydrogen and removal of oxygen, and neutralization means when acid and base mix with each other. So that means this reaction is not neutralization, because this is acid is there, but iodine is not any base, so it's not a neutralization reaction. Either it is oxidation or reduction. So let us check iodine is, you can check iodine converted to iodic acid. That is, it is oxidation going on. What is oxidation? Addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen. Now in this case the question is little bit of higher standard. This definition will not count here. What you will do, either you can, because it is a addition of oxygen as well as it is a addition of hydrogen. You know, when there is a addition of oxygen, it is oxidation. Addition of hydrogen is a reduction. So then how will you write the answer? Either it is oxidation or reduction. What you will do, you will calculate the number, oxidation number. If the oxidation number, I will tell you how to calculate. If the oxidation number increase, then you will say oxidation takes place. If oxidation number decreased means reduction takes place. Let us check oxidation number increase or decrease. I know how to calculate it. It's very simple to calculate it. Any of the free element, like if I say sodium, potassium, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, these are all free elements. In a simple state they are. Their oxidation number is always taken 0. Write down iodine number is 0. Iodine is a free state. It's a simple molecule. Its number is 0. Make it, round it off, its number is 0. Its oxidation number is 0. Let us find in the product side what is its oxidation number. Now in the product side, the oxidation number of iodine is, because we want to calculate the oxidation number of iodine, so assume it is X it is. Hydrogen has always plus 1. So it's a plus 1 plus X. Oxygen has number minus, write down. Hydrogen has fixed number plus 1, oxygen has fixed number minus 2. Fixed it is. So hydrogen is plus 1, iodine is X, oxygen is minus 2. There are 3 oxygen, so it is minus 6 is equal to 0, because on this iodic acid there is a no charge. So it become 1 plus X minus 6 is equal to 0. It become X is equal to, that means X minus 5 is equal to 0. X minus 5 is equal to 0 and X is equal to plus 5. That means iodine oxidation number was 0, but after the reaction its oxidation number increases to +5. It means iodine is oxidized. So I think it's clear. This question is little bit of higher level, but please write down. When oxidation number increases, oxidation takes place. When oxidation number decreases, reduction takes place. Iodine number is 0 this side and +5 is on the other side. How we have calculated +5? H +1, iodine X, oxygen -6. So it comes 1 plus X minus 6 is equal to 0. X minus 5 is equal to 0 and X is equal to +5. Write down question number 2. Same chapter. MCQ of chemical reactions and equations. Now second question. Second question is which of the following reaction is correct? I am writing ABCD 4 actions. We will check which of the reaction is correct. The first is Na2O plus water, arrow 2 NaOH. Second is 2 potassium plus water, arrow 2 KOH. Third is magnesium plus 2 HCl, arrow MgCl2 plus hydrogen. Fourth is 2 aluminium plus 3 water, arrow Al2O3 plus 3 hydrogen. So the question is which reaction is correct. So you will check the reaction is balanced or not. In the second case, the reaction is balanced, Al2O3 plus 3 hydrogen. Second is balanced, MgCl2 plus hydrogen. First is balanced, 2 sodium, 2 oxygen, 2 H. Now you can see this. In this case, there is a 2 potassium and 2 OH. Because there is a 2 OH, this means this reaction is wrong. Because if it is a 2 OH, this side there is a 2 water, 1 water has 1 OH, 2 water has 2 OH and 2 H. So hydrogen is missing. Hydrogen is missing in this reaction, so this reaction is wrong. Rest all reactions are right. 2 KOH, 2 OH, 2 water required. The moment we put 2 water, then 2 hydrogen will be eliminated. It is a byproduct. This means this reaction is wrong. Right on the third question is which of the following reaction, right on third is which of the following reaction is a replacement or displacement reaction. Third question. You prepare all these questions. These questions generally comes in competitive exams like NDA and very good competitive exams. So go through all these questions properly. Third question is which of the following is an example of replacement? First is zinc plus H2SO4 and zinc sulfate and hydrogen. Second is iron plus sulfur, arrow FeS. Third is 4 phosphorus plus 5 O2, arrow P2O5. It is again combination. It is a decomposition. It's 2 KCl plus it is oxygen. 3O2. Which reaction is a displacement? I will tell you this. You can see zinc has replaced hydrogen because zinc is more reactive than hydrogen. So this reaction is a correct answer. It is a displacement or replacement reaction. Elements combine to give a single compound. So what is it? It's a combination reaction. Elements combine to give a single compound. It's a combination reaction and it is compound break up into these two compounds. It's a decomposition reaction. Combination, decomposition, and this is the first reaction is the right answer. It is a displacement reaction. Right. Next question is question number 4. Question number 4 is when hydrogen sulfide, it is H2S, is passed through copper sulfate. When hydrogen sulfide is passed through copper sulfate, then a black precipitates of copper sulfide is obtained and sulfuric acid is obtained. The question is it a combination reaction? It is what type of reaction? Combination, displacement, double decomposition or a decomposition? Now very simple, it's H2S plus copper sulfate. Here there is a breaking, you can check. So what is it? It's H2SO4 and it's a double displacement reaction. So whatever the 4 options will come, you will mark the right option is a double displacement reaction. You can check. After that, next question is, next. Question number is 5 it is 2 FeCl2 plus chlorine and 2 FeCl3. 2 Fe, right of the reaction is 2 FeCl2 plus chlorine arrow 2 FeCl3. The question is, right on the question, they have asked chlorine is a catalyst. Either chlorine is a catalyst or chlorine is a oxidizing agent or chlorine is a reducing agent, and the fourth option is chlorine is used to provide an inert medium. It provides inert medium. So what is it? So whether it is which type of, again what will say chlorine. This is chlorine number is 0. So I told you in the very first question, its oxidation number is 0 this side. In a free elemental state, the oxidation number always comes 0. But chlorine always has number. In a compound, it has number -1. In a compound, chlorine has a fixed number -1. That means chlorine number reduced 0 to -1. That means chlorine get reduced. Dear children, when anything get reduced, they are called oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agents are those which oxidizes others and itself get reduced. So chlorine is an oxidizing agent because it undergo reduction. Its number decreased from 0 to -1. Whom number decreases, they get reduced, and those get reduced, they are called oxidizing agent. One and the same thing. Next question. Next question is, these are all MCQ questions going on. Chapter thoroughly I have completed in many of the sessions, and after that I am going to start the second chapter after this MCQ. Even I have discussed NCERT question each and every insight as well as exercise questions. Now next question is iron plus copper sulfate. Question number 6. It is your copper plus iron sulfate. The question is iron plus copper sulfate, and it is a copper plus iron sulfate. The question asked it, what type of reaction is it? Very simple it is. The answer is, it is what type of reaction? It is a displacement reaction, because a more reactive element displaces the less reactive element. So it's one of the displacement reaction. And sometimes if but the question here asked a little bit difficult again. A part oxidized, B part reduced, C part is about neither oxidized nor reduced. D part none of the above. Now iron, they are asking about iron. I think it's the third question I am taking. Free elemental state, iron number is 0. Here sulfate is -2, then iron should be +2. This means iron number increased from 0 to +2. It is oxidized. So it's a displacement reaction and iron is oxidized. Iron number increases from 0 to +2. Write down question number is coming now 7th. Which of the following is an endothermic reaction? Calcium carbonate, arrow CaO plus carbon dioxide. Yeah, it is endothermic. It is endothermic. It's a thermal decomposition reaction going on. It's again endothermic. Heat is required by this reaction. Hydrogen plus oxygen. It is a electrolytic decomposition, and it is your N2 plus O2 and 2NO delta H is positive given. The question A part is your all the reactions are endothermic. This is endo, B part this is endo, C part this is endo, D part all are endo. Answer is all are endothermic reaction. So all reactions require heat to decompose. It's a thermal decomposition, heat it is. It is electrolytic decomposition, and it is again a endothermic reaction because delta H is positive here. So this reaction is a endothermic. Now I'm taking your question number is 8th. Question is, which among the following observation led to, this is very oral type question, question number 8. Just listen to me. The question asked is very simple. Which of the following will help to determine whether a reaction is taking place? A part, change in state. Yes, in a chemical reaction there is a change in state, change in temperature. Yes, change in color. Yes, all of the above. All of the above is the correct answer. You know, in the first line of this chapter is that when a reaction takes place, then sometimes a gas evolved, heat absorbed, heat released, change in the color, change in temperature, so many change in the physical, change in the state. So just in all chemical reactions, these are the changes. So this answer is all of the above. Now I'm taking question number 9. Identify the incorrect statement. Again listen, the first statement is matter can neither be created nor be destroyed. It is a true statement. Matter can neither. And second is number of atom before the reaction is always equal to after the reaction. So yes, it is same. Whatever the number of atom present in the reaction before, same present after. Third is arrow head point towards the product. Yes, when the arrow point towards this side, this means it shows the direction of the reaction. Next, D part is wrong that I am saying now. When the gas evolve, the question they are asking, when the gas evolve, it indicates reaction is still to be completed. No, it's wrong. When the gas evolve indicates the reaction still has to be completed. This evolution of the gas never indicates so. During the reaction, gas is gone evolving sometime, it never indicates this. So D answer is incorrect. Now I'm taking 10th question. I don't question number 10. Which of the following is a combination reaction? Let me write. The reactions are, the first is calcium hydroxide plus carbon dioxide arrow calcium carbonate plus water. Combination is methane plus oxygen arrow carbon dioxide and water. C part, calcium carbonate arrow calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. D part, calcium oxide plus water arrow The right answer is this. Why? It is a combination reaction. It is also look like combination. Dear children, in the combination reaction, only one product possible, and this is one product. No byproduct is allowed. So this is byproduct. This is a decomposition reaction. It seems they are the combination, but they are not combination. This one is the combination because only one product is formed when elements combine or the substances combine. They give a single compound. Now next question is, which of the following represent precipitation? Which of the following represent precipitation? It is your this arrow, or this and this. Answer is which following precipitation? Answer is downward arrow. The upward arrow represent gas, downward arrow precipitation, delta heat, and this arrow means reaction is going towards product formation. Now next question number 12. A reaction where a large amount of heat is evolved. What type of reaction is it? It is along with the formation of the product. It is a combustion reaction. It is an exothermic reaction. So it is a endothermic reaction. So what type of reaction it is? Answer is exothermic reaction, in which a lot of, it is a type of reaction they have asked. So a reaction in which a large amount of heat is evolved. Answer is it is an exothermic reaction. It's not a combustion reaction. In combustion reaction also heat is evolved, but they have asked in the reaction. There are two types of reaction, exo and endo. So exo reactions are those where heat is evolved, and endo are those where they are the type of the reactions. Under exo, they are the types. Combustion is one of the type of exo reaction. Respiration is one of the type. Endothermic reactions, it's not endo, where heat is evolved is exo. Question number 13. Which among the following is now you can see the question asking which of the following is exothermic. First A part, it is your decomposition of calcium carbonate. No, decomposition always is a endothermic. Second is burning of the gases. Yes, burning of the gases, a lot of heat produced. It is a exothermic reaction. Next is your respiration reaction, in which glucose combine. Respiration reaction is given, and next after that there is given, it is your decomposition of vegetable matter into compost. These are all exo. Which is not a exo? Only one. First three are exo: combustion, decomposition of vegetable matter into compost. Third is respiration. These all three are exo, and decomposition of calcium carbonate is a endo. So the right answer is decomposition of calcium carbonate. Rest three are exo. Question number 14. Which among the following is not an example of endothermic? I am writing, reactions are given. Which of the following is not endothermic? A part, calcium carbonate, arrow, yes, it is endo because this reaction required heat. B part, FeSO4, again it is endo. You know, Fe2O3 plus SO2 plus SO3. So this is again endo. C part is your lead nitrate, PbO plus NO2 plus oxygen. So all these are endo, and the D part is all of the above. Your right answer is all of the above. So because all these reactions are endothermic. So which among the following is not an example of endothermic? So now you can check which of the following is not an example of endo. Let me check the question again from the original ones. Which one of the following is an example of endothermic? It's not given, so I will delete this. Which of the following is endothermic? All are endo. This is endo. Thermal decomposition, thermal decomposition, thermal decomposition. All require heat. That means all are endo. Next question is, silver chloride turns grey in sunlight. So it's again, you know what type of reaction it is. Is it a decomposition? Is it a endo? It is both A and B, or none of them. You know, silver chloride decomposition is a photochemical decomposition. It requires light. It needs energy. It requires energy. So it is an endothermic reaction. Silver chloride turns grey in sunlight because, you know, silver chloride plus light, it is silver plus chlorine. So answer is, it's a photochemical decomposition. It requires energy in the form of light. Next question number 16. A white substance is formed when a chemical reaction insoluble in water is known as. You know, insoluble product in the chemical reaction is always a precipitate. Write down the answer is precipitate. B part gas, C part metal, and D part non-metal, A part precipitate. Again listen the question carefully. A white substance formed during a chemical reaction which is insoluble in water. Answer is precipitate. Write down the question number 17. Question number 17 is, I am writing few reactions. After that we will write a reactivity order. The question is, magnesium plus copper sulfate, arrow magnesium sulfate plus copper. So you know magnesium has replaced copper. So this reaction suggests magnesium is more reactive than copper, right? This is your rough work. Next is magnesium plus iron sulfate, arrow MgSO4 plus iron. So what this reaction suggests? Magnesium is more reactive than iron. C part is lead plus copper sulfate, arrow PbSO4 plus copper. This means lead is more reactive than copper. Now the question what they have asked. Question is A part, magnesium greater than iron, greater than copper, greater than lead. No, lead is more active than copper. So this is the reason this is a wrong answer. B part, magnesium greater than iron, yes it is right, greater than lead, yes it is right, greater than copper, it is the right answer. C part, lead greater than iron, lead greater than iron, greater than magnesium. So iron greater than magnesium, this is wrong, magnesium greater than iron. So due to this again it is a wrong answer. D part, iron greater than magnesium, greater than lead, iron greater than magnesium, greater than lead, and greater than copper. So it is iron greater than magnesium, magnesium and great iron. You know iron. This is due to this. It is again a wrong answer. So right answer is a B part. Question next is just oral. I am taking the question without the blackboard. Question is a reaction in which one of the product formed is insoluble, that is precipitate. What is the reaction? Is it a peptidization, displacement, combustion, or double decomposition? Answer is C part, double decomposition. Dear children, where there is an insoluble precipitate formed on the product side, it's always a double displacement reaction. So next question is, identify out of the following which one is a displacement, double displacement. I am writing three reactions. We will identify which one is a double displacement. And the first question is, it is your copper sulfate plus H2S, arrow copper sulfide plus H2SO4. Second is magnesium plus H2SO4, arrow MgSO4 plus hydrogen. C part, NaOH plus HNO3, arrow NaNO3 plus water. And D part, all of the above, A, B, C, D. Which is a double displacement? So this is the right answer. It's a double displacement. You can check. It is a simple displacement and it is a neutralization. It's a base and it is acid. Right on. It's a double displacement. It is a simple displacement, and it is a neutralization reaction. After that, next question number is coming. Question number is 21. Just oral question 21. A reaction which involve acids. A reaction which involve acids with base and formation of salt and water. Is it a peptidization, neutralization, precipitation, or double displacement? Answer is it's a neutralization. When acid and base mix, then salt and water form. So it's a neutralization. Question number 21. During a reaction, if a substance gain oxygen, answer is it is oxidized. A part oxidized, B part reduced, C part peptidized, D part displaced. Answer is A part oxidized. Next question is, identify the reduction reaction. So I am writing this on the blackboard. Identify which one is a reduction reaction. First part. First is, it is your, this is calcium carbonate, arrow CaO plus, it is a decomposition reaction. Next is iron plus Cl2, arrow, it is, I think it's again misprinting, and let me check again. Iron plus Cl2, arrow, it is wrong, it is iron, FeCl2, you may write, FeCl2. Third is magnesium, arrow Mg 2 plus 2 electron. D part iron 3 plus electron arrow iron 2 plus. And the question asking is identify the reduction reaction among the following. Let us check. Dear children, it is a decomposition. And in this case iron number was 0 and here it is 2. It is 2 plus. Number increases, oxidation. Magnesium is 0, here magnesium is 2 plus. Number increases, oxidation. But iron is 3 plus, this side iron is 2 plus. Number decreases, so it is a reduction. So answer is, it is a reduction reaction. Where oxidation number decreases is a reduction reaction. Next is, so many questions of this type already has come. Next question is, question item, the question number is 23. So I will upload all these questions along with this video lecture. Identify the oxidizing agent in the following. Right now the reaction is Fe2O3 plus aluminium arrow Al2O3 plus iron. Which is oxidizer? You know here aluminium is 0 and here aluminium is 3 plus. Aluminium number increases. Whose number increases, they get oxidized. And here iron is 3 plus, iron number is 0. It means this is reduced. And those are oxidized, they are called reducing agent. And that is reducing agent, and those are reduced, they are oxidizing agent. I think it's clear. Iron number decreases from 3 to 0. This means Fe2O3 undergo reduction and it acts as oxidizing agent. Aluminium number increases from 0 to plus 3. It undergo oxidation and it is a reducing agent. Let me see what question is asking. Identify the oxidizing agent. Fe2O3. Answer is Fe2O3. B part aluminium. C part aluminium oxide. D part iron. Your answer is oxidizing agent is Fe2O3. So right, the answer is A part Fe2O3. Now I'm taking your next question, number 24. Iron articles are shiny. You know, iron articles are shiny when new, but when coated with a reddish brown powder, you know what is it? Very simple answer. A part, is it rusting or roasting? It is rancidity, it is rusting, or none of them. The correct answer is B part, rusting of iron. So when iron color changes, it is rusting of iron. Now I'm taking question number 25. The black coating on the silver and the green coating on the copper, is it rusting, is it a rancidity, corrosion or oxidation? Answer is, it is a corrosion. Corrosion it is. So black coating on silver and green coating on copper is a corrosion. It's a rusting. Rusting is the example of corrosion. Rusting of iron. What is a corrosion? It is a eating away of the metal by the attack of atmospheric gases. So corrosion. Under corrosion we take the topic rusting. Okay, so it is a rusting of iron. So now I'm taking your question is, it's a corrosion, black coating on silver and green coating on copper. Never say it's a rusting. Never say it's, the process is called corrosion. So is it rusting? Is it rancidity? Is it corrosion? Corrosion, C-O-R-R. C part is the correct answer. It's a corrosion. Next question, 26. Chips packets are usually filled with, very dash, oxygen, nitrogen, SO2, ammonia. Right answer is nitrogen. Question number 27. I'm taking 27 question on the blackboard. Right, reaction 27. 27 is MnO2 plus 4HCl arrow MnCl2 plus 2 water plus 2 chlorine. The question is, what manganese is oxidized? Manganese is oxidized. Here manganese number is 4 coming. X minus 4. Here manganese number is 2 plus. Whose number decreases? is always undergo reduction. So it is reduction going on. If this is reduced, it is 100% sure the other get oxidized. So it is reduced, it is oxidized. Now manganese number is 4 plus x minus 4 is equal to 0. Here x minus 2 is equal to 0. So manganese number decreases from 4 to 2. So MnO2 undergo reduction, reduced, whatever you can say. So what is the question asking? Manganese is oxidized, chlorine is reduced. Manganese is a oxidizing. You know, manganese is reduced. It's the wrong answer, A part. Your A part is 1 and 3. Let me see what is they're asking. B part is 3 and 4. C part is 2 and 4. D part is 1, 2, 3, 4. Question they're asking. One is, write down. One is manganese is oxidized. You know, it is reduced. Wrong, it is. Second is chlorine is reduced. Chlorine is reduced. Chlorine is reduced. And C part is manganese is oxidizing agent. Yeah, it is oxidizing. Correct answer. Manganese is oxidized. What is oxidizing agent? Which oxidizes other and itself reduces. So third is the right answer. Manganese is oxidized. The fourth is chlorine is a reducing agent. Yes. So those are oxidized, they are reducer. So third and fourth both are correct. Chlorine is a reducing agent. Dear children, again listen. Mn number decreases, so it undergo reduction. It is oxidizer. Manganese is oxidizer or oxidizing agent. Third part is the right answer. And this is oxidized, so it is a reduced. So chlorine is reduced. So it is your answer is third and fourth. That this is chlorine is given, this is HCl. So let me check again. The fourth answer is chlorine is a reducing agent. Now what you will say, chlorine is this side. This side chlorine number is 0 and this side it is minus 1. So chlorine number decreases from, yes, it is minus 1 to 0. So it is oxidized. It's a reducing agent. So right answer is B part, third and fourth. So both answers are correct. So now dear children, let me start with the question number 28. Is this question clear or any doubt? If any doubt, again I am explaining. Again I am explaining is little tough it is. Reaction is given. You will calculate oxidation number. Manganese number X. You will write X minus 4 is equal to 0. X is 4. Here manganese is X minus 2. Chlorine is minus 1 always. Plus 2. 4 to 2 means number decreased. Reduced oxidizer. So this is oxidizer. It is sure if it is oxidizer, the next part is always reducer. Oxidizer, reducer. Now find out oxidizer and reducer. So this is oxidizer. This is third and fourth option. Now I am taking question number is 28. 28 is oral question. Identify the incorrect statement. Let me see. Two different atom or a group of atom are exchanged in a double displacement. Precipitation reaction produces soluble salt, no insoluble. A complete reaction represents reactant, products and their physical state. Yeah, a reaction in which energy is absorbed. Only B part is wrong. B part. Precipitation reaction produces soluble salt. No, precipitation means insoluble. So your B part is wrong. This is an incorrect statement. Precipitate is an insoluble salt. Question number 29. What happens when iron nails is placed in a blue colored copper sulfate? You know, iron plus copper sulfate. Iron is more reactive than copper. It will displace copper. Let me write what happens when iron, it is a copper sulfate solution. You know, copper sulfate is blue in color. We all know. What happens when iron nails are put? They have given the observations, A part. A part is blue color of copper sulfate fades away. Yes, yes, it fade away because iron is more reactive than copper. It will displace copper from the solution. Yeah, its color will displace. Color will get faded away. A part is right. Iron nails become brownish in color. Yes, iron color will change. It's a green. Its color will change. C part, no reaction will take place. No reaction will take place. C part is wrong. Third is wrong. Fourth, iron nail reduces copper sulfate solution to copper. So reduces copper sulfate. You can say it's reduced. Yeah, it's again no right. Copper is +2 here. Copper reduction going on. It's reduced. Copper here got reduced +2 to 0. So your 3 are correct. Listen to me. First is correct, second correct, and the fourth correct. Your right answer is a C part. When you will download this pages, then you will write your mark right answer C part, where first, second, and in the C part, fourth are correct. What is the first? Copper sulfate color faded away. Second, iron nails color changed to brownish, and the fourth part is copper sulfate reduced to copper. Yeah, it is reduced to copper from +2 to 0. Reduced it is. Now I'm taking question number next is, there is some diagrams are given. Among which of the following vessel the displacement reaction will be there? You can check these all diagrams. I make the diagrams. So what is the right answer? You are right. This question is based upon the reactivity order. In one of, there is a iron vessel, there is a zinc sulfate solution. In second, there is a mercury vessel, copper sulfate solution, aluminium vessel, lead sulfate solution. 3 vessels are given. So you can write the right answer of this question is, I'm telling you, the right answer of this question is third only. That is question number third, C part. That is aluminium vessel plus copper sulfate. So if it is possible, you can make the diagrams even. Your diagrams are, in the first diagram, there is an iron vessel with zinc sulfate. So iron with zinc sulfate. In the second is mercury plus copper sulfate. In the C part, aluminium plus lead sulfate. So now, in which case the reaction will take place, which is a displacement? You know, aluminium is more reactive than lead. So answer is this. Answer is this. Al2SO4 thrice plus lead. But zinc is more reactive than iron. So here no reaction will take place because zinc is more reactive than iron. Same, no reaction. C part is the correct answer. Okay, now I think it is clear. Now taking question number 31. 31 question is, which of the following reaction will favor the formation of the product when the temperature decreased by 10 degree? Dear children, always remember, exothermic reaction takes place at low temperature. Exo. So reaction where heat is evolved. In the first case heat is evolved. So this is the reaction, it is exo. So this reaction takes place at low temperature. And second reaction, in the second reaction is a chlorine plus water, HCl plus oxygen, and this is minus 113 Kelvin. Minus 113 Kelvin, this side plus 113 Kelvin. Reaction is endo. C part, 2SO3 plus heat. If heat is this side, reaction is endo. This is endo, this is endo. D part, N2 plus O2 plus heat this side. These 3 reactions are endo. Only this reaction is exo because heat is product side. Minus heat means, if the minus means this side plus. Plus heat, plus heat, plus heat. Reactant side, endo. Product side heat, exo. And exo reactions favorable at low temperature. So the question, now you listen to me carefully. The question is, which of the reaction will favor the product when the temperature decreased? Remember, exo reaction takes place at low temperature. So this is the right answer, A part. Now question is, which of the following reaction involves a combination? Now combination, you know what is a combination? Where elements combine to give a single compound, not two compound, just a single compound. So I am taking first question is, the first is calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide arrow calcium carbonate. Second is sodium plus oxygen arrow Na2O. SO2 plus half O2 arrow SO3, and other is ammonia. You know all these reactions, in all these reactions single product is there. Now you can see in question they are asking in which of the following reaction involves the combination of elements only. So element, it's a compound plus compound, compound plus element, compound plus compound. Only this case element plus element. So this is the right answer. Element plus element. Right now, compound, 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 element, compound, compound. Which reaction involves the combination of element? B part. All are combination, but in B part there is elements are combining. Now I'm taking question number is 33. 33 is balancing. You please do the balancing yourself. I have explained the balancing so many times. You write the question, exact answer of the question number 33. Write down question number 33. The right answer of question number 33 is a D part. Write down D part. Balance and match your answer, D part. Same 34th question, there is a balancing. Again write the correct answer of 34th. The 34th, the correct answer is B part. Balance and match the B part. Question number 35. Which of the following metal will not change the color of copper sulfate? Give it copper sulfate color. Copper sulfate. Elements are given. Either this will change. Elements, first element is zinc, second is aluminum, third is iron, fourth is silver. You know zinc is more active than copper. It will come here, changes its color. Aluminium is more active than copper. It will come here, change its color. Iron is more active than copper. It will come here, change its color. But silver, Ag, is less reactive than copper. So never displace copper. So answer is silver. Silver is less reactive than copper. It will never displace, it will never change the color of copper sulfate. Now question number 36. In 36 question they are asking which one is endothermic. So you will see when you will download this pages, A part is your endo, B part is endo, C part is endo. This question is very simple. Your D part is all are endo. You will see all are endo. All reactions are requiring heat. It's clearly given. Plus heat, plus heat, plus heat. So all are endo. In the last reaction, in the 37th is the last question where again the balancing has been asked. So you can balance and make it the point. Your last question answer is D part. D part. D for dog. D part. 37 questions I have collected from various competitive exam books and make some very good notes. Kindly go through all these 37 questions at your home. I will surely upload these pages along with the video naturally. You please before the exam you go through all these 37 questions, and if the competitive exam you go through and you send me a message then in which of the area you are weak. The area either you are weak in balancing the reactions, or I will explain the chapter again. So this is my last video of the chapter 1, chemical reactions and occasions. In this chapter what I have done, I have taken each topic part wise. After that, because 10th class the chapters are very few, so this is the reason my speed is very slow. So part wise discussion with you. After that I have put one video, uploaded one video where I have explained each and every question of NCERT. Now this is my last video about MCQ. After that I will upload more of the videos but near the exams. So this is all. In the next I will start the chapter 2, acid, base and salt. Thank you.